Hey, gorgeous catapulters. I know there's a couple of men who are following me now, so I was going to say hey catapult chicks, but we'll keep it kind of standard for those of the fellas who now tune in. So I wanted to talk, I'm all about keeping it real. For those of you who do follow me, I like to always keep the journey and your reality and your expectations of what business is going to look like. Because it's when you set those expectations too freaking high that when you don't hit them, that you start to think that it's all about you and that you're useless. So yesterday I had to kick my own butt because I was full of shit, I was full of overwhelm, I was full of procrastination, and because I practice what I preach, so I definitely walk my talk. I definitely don't go tell you to do something if I don't do it myself, and I never take someone somewhere if I haven't done it. So yesterday I was like, man, Nat, what is going on? So I knew that I had to step away from the computer, I had to step away from my work, and I took myself down to the beach with the dog, threw the ball around, and just kind of as you walk, you let all that stuff out of your head. And then I reconnected into who I am, what I stand for, why I'm here. And as soon as you kind of take it back to that essence of why you do what you do, like why have you left your job? Why haven't you gone back to your job? Why did you leave your corporate? Why are you putting your head down and your butt up every day to hustle money into your business? Like, why the fuck are you doing it? If you don't have a strong enough reason, and it's not more, if it's not about, it's got to be bigger than you, then you can't shift out of your own way when you're full of that overwhelm. So after I went for my walk and I connected into who I was like, Nat, just you know that this is fear, this is overwhelm, this is I call them the family of overwhelm. It's time to just say, hey, thanks for coming, thanks for bringing me the lesson, it's time for you to go now. And I just was able to then, in that zone, pull out 2 videos, just a freaking awesome newsletter for my tribe, and then a kick-ass post that night. Now, if I hadn't gone and stepped away, and then just followed my overwhelm, followed that kind of pressure that sits on your chest, then it would have resulted in me not fully showing up for you. It would have resulted in me trying to go through this to-do list that just it wasn't working out for me. So I had to kick my own butt, and I want you to know that if you think that people don't have a bad day because you're perceiving their success to be something that that you may not ever have, or that doesn't exist, or you think that I don't have a bad day, then you are full of crap too, because it's human nature. It's not real to think that you're not going to have a bad day. It's just that I don't want to spend all day with it. I don't want to spend all day with fear and overwhelm and whatever else shows up. I'm just like, what's the lesson? Why am I feeling like this? Journal it out, walk it out, step away, go do something different. But I choose to come back and still serve my message, because it's so important that you get my inspiration today, that you get motivated, that you get a kick up the bum, whatever it is you get from me and why you follow me and why you listen to me. If I don't show up and give that to you, then that's just me being selfish, right? But that is also the full commitment. The way to bring money in your business is actually being 100% committed. I'm not saying don't have a day off, don't not work. But what I mean is don't accept that it's okay, like, oh, okay, mentally I'm feeling, whatever I was feeling yesterday was just a little bit of procrastination. I could have just said, you know what, I'm just going to go lie on the couch and watch some Netflix. Now, some of you will be laughing because I've just discovered Netflix and I'm like, whoa, what a time waster. But I use it as a treat for myself when I've done the work and I've done what I've felt is needed that day. I could have fallen into that, and I'm like, you know what, that is not 100% commitment. If you're here to give a message, if you're here to give a service, if you're here to give product that helps and transforms other people, and you want to make money, you have to be 100% committed to moving through whatever the shit brings up for that day, right? And it's about always serving your customer. So I wanted to, keep it real for you, because I like to tell you the truth, that when you are in those spaces, the old cliches, suck it up, get on with it, move through it, are true. I'm not saying push to the point where you're sick. If you actually heard what I said, I stepped away, refreshed, came back, did some journaling, and came out with some, even more cool stuff to share to the world. And that's what it's all about. If you are on the line, give me some thumbs up, some hearts, some smiles, some comments to let me know if anything is resonating with you with what I'm saying, or if you have some questions. That'd be rad as well. And I also want you to know that by showing up 100% committed is knowing that you are going to start at zero. Okay? When you first start out in business, you will have no one watching your webinars. You will have no one, actually coming to have your free sessions. You will have zero, then you'll have one, then you'll have two. And it's just being prepared to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes for those results to come in. That, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was your business. And there is no magic formula that's going to, give you this freedom-based lifestyle. You actually have to do the Monty mentoring. Do you rent him out for time and refocus sessions? Actually, where is the dog? Yeah. Are you referring to him on my bed this morning? Oh, so lazy this morning. It was great. On a Wednesday, I get to have my Miss 4. I get to spend the day with her. But my husband got rained off, and he's taken her for the day. I'm like, woo! He goes, Nat, I don't think you should be that excited about having your family not here. I'm like, oh, it's just a really nice space to have. So, oh, geez, now I was off track about making money. Oh, there's no secret formula, guys. It's about waking up, setting your goals, being in front of who you are. This is what I stand for. This is who I am. This is who my tribe are. This is what I do. Here's my message, and just getting it out there, because you are impacting one person a day, whether you like it or not. And if you don't keep showing up, as I said, it's pretty selfish. So I just wanted to share with you today about how everyone goes through overwhelm. Everyone goes through procrastination, but it's about getting out of it and not sitting in there for a week, not sitting in there for a day. Sit in there for an hour, get the lesson, get the hell out of Dodge, because that is where bad habits come up. Now, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about, and it's gone out of my head. It's so frustrating when it happens. I'm just about to do a new freebie, actually, and it's around business journaling, because business journaling for me is that secret sauce. I write every day who I am, what I stand for, as you saw in one of my posts this morning, and it's so powerful. It's when you don't focus and don't remember why you're here, is where you can get knocked off the track when you go and look at social media highlight reels and you get sucked into what you think is reality. Because remember, I've said to you before, and I was going to say it again to you today, no one has their shit together. Okay, people may make it look easy, but that's just because they've built the habits of something. It's like going to the gym, and you can lift more, you can be more, you start to expand. But you still got to do the freaking hard work. Don't ever get sucked into that you don't have to do the hard work. I wanted this to be a short and sweet one for you today. Unless you have some questions or comments, chuck it in. And I wish my brain would remember the other point that I want to make to you today, apart from kicking my own butt, is I think it's just around money again, is that you actually can make real money in your business. It takes real work. So what I mean by that is I've got an amazing lady in my collective at the moment, and she works full time. Like, she works a full 40-hour plus in her job, and she is working on her business on the side. So she's been on a bit of a downer, because she's like, oh, I'm only doing these actions and I'm only making this money. And I'm like, hang on for a second. You can't have a money goal that's up here, but the time that you can put in to making the money is here. Like, what are you, superhuman? Like, your time that you've got to put into making money has to equate to the same thing, right? You can't have these expectations that you actually can't achieve because you don't have the time to put the work in. That was my message. It was just about making sure that you actually have the time that you can fully put in to make money in your business. But that takes 100% commitment, and sometimes it's 120% commitment on the days that you don't want to show up, and it's like a Tuesday afternoon, and you just don't want to show up, and you haven't got your message out, and you haven't got your work out there. That's just bullshit. You've got to journal your way out of that. You've got to go for a walk. You've got to show up, because if you want money to come in, you've got to invite it in. You've got to have these vessels open for it to fall into. Anyway, that's me and Monty mentoring, out of here. Keep it real. Love your comments below. Go and kick your own butt if you need it today.